Started. Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Brittany. I'm the manager of the Bay Area Exocet Autodesk Fitness Centers. We're going to take 10 minutes to stretch and feel good. So let's go ahead and come down on our mats. We're going to start focusing on the hips and the lower body and then work our way up. So we're going to start on our backs in what we call a figure 4 stretch. So feet are going to start on the ground, and we're going to start by crossing our right ankle over the top of our left knee. And then with your hands, you're going to reach for the back of your left thigh, or if you can reach it, your left shin. And we're going to pull our left leg in towards our chest. So we're going to get a really nice deep stretch in the outside of our right hip. It could be that you need to keep that left foot on the ground because that's enough of a stretch. Or if you want something more intense, you can use your right elbow to push your right knee away from you. Make sure you're breathing, relaxing a little bit more with each exhale. And take one more full breath. And go ahead and bring that left foot back down to the mat. Let's switch sides. So right foot comes down to the ground. We're going to cross our left ankle above our right knee. Same thing on this side. This might be enough of a stretch for you right here, or you can use your hands or maybe a towel or a strap if you need to reach for the back of your right thigh. Pull that right knee towards your chest until you feel the stretch in the outside of your left hip. Breathe into it. We're stretching out our piriformis, which is a deep glute muscle. It's way in there. For some of us, our sciatic nerve runs right through it. For some of us, our sciatic nerve parallels it. Depends on your anatomy. But it gets really tight from sitting a lot or from biking or from running, hiking, all that kind of stuff. Deep breaths, breathing into your belly. One more full inhale, one more full exhale. After that exhale, go ahead and bring your right foot to the ground and uncross your legs. Okay, left foot is going to stay on the ground. We're going to bring our right leg up to the ceiling. We're going to focus on stretching our hamstring, the back of our thigh. So reach for the back of your right thigh, or if you have a little bit more flexibility, you can reach for the back of your right calf. Keep both hips on the ground. And from here, let's move that ankle a little bit. So pushing on a gas pedal, pointing and flexing the foot, breathing into it. If you don't like the feeling of moving your foot, you can just hold the stretch as well. So find what feels good. Still think about deep breaths into your belly rather than your chest. If you notice you're breathing into your chest, see if you can switch it down to your belly. Take one more full breath. And when you're ready, bring that right foot down to the ground. Let's switch to the other side. So left leg comes up towards the ceiling. Make sure both hips are still on the ground. Reach for the back of your left thigh or your left calf. Pull the leg into your chest. Leg doesn't have to be completely straight. You can have a little bend in there. Option to press on the gas pedal, or if you don't like that feeling, you can just hold the stretch. Find what works best for you. And notice if there's any differences between your left side and your right side. It's always a good idea to know your own body, know your own asymmetries. We all have them. We're working towards symmetry. Might or might not ever get there. Doesn't really matter if we get there or not. We're just working towards it. And after this next exhale, go ahead and relax your left foot down to the ground. Okay, after both feet come down to the ground, go ahead and stretch out your legs. I'm going to scoot back a little bit just so I don't hit my bike. Should still be able to see me. From here, we're going to bring our right knee into our chest. You can hold on to your right shin or the back of your right thigh. A little bit of a glute stretch here. And let's straighten that right leg out. We're now going to go to the left side. Bringing the left knee into the chest, holding the shin or the back of the thigh, keeping both hips on the ground. And switch. Right knee to chest. We're holding the stretch for about 3 to 5 seconds. Making this more of a dynamic stretch, go ahead and switch rather than just holding it. We're getting a little bit of movement and stretching at the same time. Switch, back, bringing the right knee back into our chest. We're doing one last one on each side. And go ahead and switch for the last time, left knee to chest. And release. Okay, after that left leg is back on the ground, slowly roll over and make your way onto your hands and knees. So wrists are going to be right underneath our shoulders. Knees are going to be directly underneath our hips. From here, we're going to get a little bit of movement. So rocking back and forth, we're going to keep our bellies tight, our backs flat. We're going to bring our hips back towards our heels. And then squeeze the glutes, the butt muscles, and come as far forward onto your hands as you can so that you're getting a wrist stretch. And let's bring hips back to heels. And then come forward on the wrist, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the abs. And go ahead and continue rocking back and forth, going at your own pace, whatever feels good. We're basically doing a squat motion as we bring our hips back towards our heels. And then we're getting a nice wrist stretch as we come forward. We're stretching our wrists in the opposite direction they've been in all day. If you've been at a computer, they've definitely been curled the other way. So maybe this feels a little bit uncomfortable, but that's okay, as long as there's no sharp shooting or stabbing pain. All right, wherever you're at, let's bring hips to heels one more time, come forward onto your wrists one more time, and then we'll meet back in center. Okay, let's all meet back in center. We're going to bend and unbend our spine now. So we're going to do some cat-cow if you speak yoga. If you don't speak yoga, we're going to, well, I guess I've heard it called many different things, cat-camel as well. But the basic idea is we're going to point our tailbone toward the ceiling, like a dog wagging its tail. We're going to look up towards the ceiling and arch our back as much as we can as we inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to bend the other way. So arching your back like an angry cat, tucking the tailbone under, letting the head fall between the arms, pushing the ground away. And then we're going to go back to that cow position as we inhale. So go ahead and go at your own pace, bending the spine one way and then bending it the other way. Focusing on the breath and breathing in one direction and breathing in the other. It's okay if you don't remember which way you should inhale or which way you should exhale, as long as you're breathing. That's the most important point. And let's get one more in each direction, wherever you're at. And we'll all meet back in center. Nicely done. Okay, once you've got back to center, make your way up to standing. Take your time getting up there. We're going to finish up with a side stretch, and then we'll let you go back onto your day. So once you're standing up, take the feet nice and wide. Toes are still pointing straight ahead. Feet are just about as wide as your shoulder. Go ahead and reach up and overhead as high as you can. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Keep your biceps, your arms by your ears. Reach up toward the ceiling. Feel those abs. Keep your weight in your left foot as you bend to the right. So weight in left foot, side bend to the right. Stay tall. Keep that chest proud. And let's come back to center. Switch your hands. Left wrist grabs right arm. Keep the arms by the ears as much as you can. Reach up to the ceiling and bend to the left. Weight stays in your right foot this time. And let's come back to center again. Go ahead and release the arms. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our back. I'll do this from the side. Last one of the day, everyone. We're going to feel those knuckles dragging to the ground. Look up towards the ceiling. Pull your chest up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Stretch out that chest. Breathe. Last full breath. And release the hands and stand up nice and tall. All right, that is all we have time for today. Thank you so much for joining us. We have our stretch break tomorrow at 2:30 with Louise. If you are doing the Tour de Autodesk Challenge, this does count, so make sure you log it. And hopefully we will see you all tomorrow at Exercise with Exos, where you get to get all sweaty with the whole Exos team at 12 p.m. with Jazzy. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brittany.